Hey guys, welcome to Starcraft. We've got a match here between BlackPaladin, the green Protoss player, and Alou, the yellow Protoss player. Now, I'm Dreadbane, and I'm joined as always by SephyreSC. Now, Seth, can you give us a breakdown on this match?
Yeah, we've got another game here sent from Alou in this replay pack from the Team Liquid forum, so looking forward to a good game. We are seeing Protoss versus Protoss. We're casting a lot of mirror matches tonight. Looks like it's mirror match Monday tonight, but Alou is a very, very strong player, so looking forward to a good game. It'll be interesting to see whether these builds are going to be complete mirrors or where they're going to deviate. Scouting is hugely important as always, but especially in Protoss versus Protoss because they'll need to know exactly where the builds deviate. We may see one of these players going completely ground and going for 4-gate, or we may see a switch into a fast robotics build just to mix it up a bit. I'm not quite sure which way this is going to go. So there's so many options in Protoss, especially on this map. They could even do some seriously aggressive, sneaky fast expansion here if possible. So I'm not quite sure what we're going to see, but I am fired up for it.
Personally, I'd really love to see some crazy proxy pylon play. Let's just start getting these units straight into the base. We'll go some cannon rushing. I want to see some crazy shenanigans out of these Protoss play. Now that I've said that, we're probably just going to have this massive macro game and they're just going to tech straight to carriers, I'm sure, but we'll have to wait and see.
I would love to see a straight to carrier deck. That would just be absolutely awesome, but I think we'd need big game hunters for that kind of crap. But it'd be awesome to see something like that. But interesting, Alou is sending out this very, very fast scout, so he is really committed to getting that scouting information early, which is super important. BlackPaladin has opted to go for a little bit more economy from his extra probe before he sends it out. Now we are seeing that probe is going to find his way to the correct destination. It's a very tight base wall that BlackPaladin's got here. He's put the gateway nudged up right against his gas, and he's put the pylon there. So I imagine that if Alou tries to take this base, Stalkers and Sentries in these kind of positions, and even potentially Colossi or Immortals out of this base would be very, very hard to break. Kind of reminiscent of the turtle walls you used to see in Brood War. So yeah, BlackPaladin's positioning is really, really interesting, whereas Alou's is a little bit more spread out, but Alou is being a little bit more aggressive with his scouting, and we're seeing a sneaky proxy pylon go down in BlackPaladin's base. So BlackPaladin's really going to need to see this. If Alou goes for fast warp gates, he's going to be able to do a really, really cheesy and very, very nice early pylon there. Now, we have seen them before positioned below the ramp here in Lost Temple. They can go down here and use the Psy up the top to warp in, which is very, very nice, but Alou has got this pylon in his base. Now, the natural pathing of units coming out of BlackPaladin's base is going to go straight to the ramp, and they're not going to pick up this pylon unless he deliberately scouts it. So we may see Alou push out with his main army, catch BlackPaladin off guard, and then use this proxy pylon to warp in a positional army and interrupt his mining and even take out some critical tech buildings. So this is huge danger time from BlackPaladin. He doesn't know about this proxy while Alou is throwing down his second gateway. So yeah, very, very exciting times here.
You have no idea how happy I am to see that sneaky proxy pylon go in there. I got my wish. It's not a tech straight to carrier, but it is a proxy pylon play. I'm very happy with this. Now, Paladin did choose to actually go straight to Stalkers. Now, it is a preference, of course, to get the early Zealot or the Stalker. So he's very focused on it. He's got the double extractors. So he looks to be going Stalkers and maybe some Sentries, of course, to back these up early on. And he does really need to see this pylon. I mean, he probably wouldn't be thinking it would be there, but it's just good to check. Just having that little pylon there can cause some real havoc for BlackPaladin. Now, BlackPaladin's probe is actually sneaking around the back there. I thought he might have tried to sneak one up there, but no, he's apparently not as sneaky as Alou, so
I would love to have seen double proxy pylon on each other. It would have been fantastic. But these builds are looking very, very similar right now. They both throw down their Twilight Council at approximately the same time. Although BlackPaladin was able to get his Warp Gate research online a little bit quicker, Alou was burning a few Chrono Boosts to get his Warp Gate back up. So these builds are looking quite similar now. Third Gateway going down for Alou, while third Gateway going down for BlackPaladin, who's still committing to this turtle wall in, which is looking very, very nice. Alou, however, still has this proxy pylon. Hasn't made use of it yet, but he's starting to get his Stalkers online. I imagine both players looking for Blink research, and we are seeing that go up. No, we are seeing Hallucination for BlackPaladin. Bit of a build divergence there. So, no, we are seeing Blink, sorry, we're seeing Hallucination come out of the cycle, so it's interesting to see that. He can get some great scouting information with Hallucination, and we can also see some really fascinating uses of hallucination if he tries to throw out a hallucinated Colossi as opposed to a hallucinated Phoenix to scout with. He can just throw Alou off. If Alou is not able to scout out his tech buildings, he can throw in some hallucinated Robobay units so that Alou thinks he's up against Robobay and alters his build accordingly. So this is a little bit of sneaky play here from BlackPaladin and some sneaky play from Alou, who's in danger of having his proxy seen now. BlackPaladin's units are starting to get closer and closer, but no, they didn't see. Now they have noticed it. BlackPaladin has picked up on this proxy, so unfortunately we're not going to see some sneaky proxy units. Very lucky that BlackPaladin set his rally point there, and we are seeing Alou a little upset to see his poor proxy pylon be butchered.
It was a bit lucky there, I'd say, by BlackPaladin. Now, the actual units did catch sight of that pylon well before he actually noticed it himself, from what I can tell. Now, Alou really didn't make use of that pylon at all. I'm very sad to see that personally. I would have loved to see some, sneaky little zealots back there. But instead, BlackPaladin is moving out. He is going to get rid of the early scout at the Xel'Nagatari. He's going to push out with this predominant Stalker force with a couple sentries to back them up. They will have the force fields and the Guardian shields, of course, to back them up. Now, the Stalkers of Alou also, very similar. There's only one Commander Zealot in the middle of that field. So it's going to be Stalker on Stalker brutality in a couple seconds here. Or maybe they're just kind of seeing what's going on, just making sure that everything's on the level after that sneaky little pylon.
Yeah, Alou, a little bit of sneaky play there has put BlackPaladin on the defensive. He's put proxy pylons, he's put warning pylons all along the sides of his base to look out for it. Now we are seeing this mix of Stalkers go out, but Alou does have the advantage of his ramp here. It's going to be very tough to break, even though there is hallucinated Immortals. We are seeing hallucination come into play there. So Alou's going to think this is a robo play. These Immortals are coming up. Very nice play from BlackPaladin. These Immortals are basically tanking this army for absolutely no damage to his real units, although we are seeing a force field go up on the ramp to prevent those units going in. Alou is probably thinking that there is some kind of robo play going down here, when actually their builds are very, very close to being mirrored. We are seeing 4-gate out of Alou and 3-gate out of BlackPaladin, although BlackPaladin went for these early units in the early hallucination. So I'd say advantages to Alou here. There's no observer, so BlackPaladin can't really engage this ramp too well. He's going to need vision to blink up there, but the army composition of Alou is absolutely fantastic at this point. He's trying to lure him to come in for a ramp play, and then he drops his zealots to block it off. So BlackPaladin's starting to realize his error here as he's realizing how strong this point is of Alou. So really nice control here by Alou.